Soundarya Lahari, Sloka 34. Sareeram twam sambhoh sasi-mihira-vakshoruha-yugam. Sareeram twam sambhoh sasi-mihira-vakshoruha-yugam. Tavaatmaanam manye bhagavati navaatmaana-managham. Tavaatmaanam manye bhagavati navaatmaana-managham. Atah sesheetyaya-mubhaya-saadhaaranatayaa. Atah sesheetyaya-mubhaya-saadhaaranatayaa. Sthitah sambandho vaam samarasa-paraananda-parayoh. Sthitah sambandho vaam samarasa-paraananda-parayoh. Adi Shankaracharya is called Jagadguru. Jagadguru means he is the ultimate guru for all times and all types of people. There is no restriction of time or space or country. His teachings are universal. I used to wonder, he has given a lot of instructions to sannyasis and brahmacharis, bhaktas, jnanis and all. But the grihasthas, the householders, those who are married, they form the largest part of the society. Why he has not given any instructions or guidelines or guidance for the householders? That used to haunt me. When I read Soundarya Lahari and tried to understand, he has given a plenty of guidance in this auspicious text as how householders should behave in respect to each other. That is why the very text starts with sesheetyaya-yukto, though it's a tantric text and Devi is supposed to be ultimate. He starts the text with Shiva Shaktya-yukto, and some places he puts Devi as the highest in the very second sloka, where he says, they take the speck of dust from your feet, and Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, the Trinity, they do their jobs. Surprisingly, in some other this one, when she is holding a court and she learns that Shiva comes, she suddenly gets up to pay respect and invite him to her court. Like that, at some places, she behaves like a Sadashiva Pativrata. So at sometimes she is supreme, Maharagni, Rajarajeshwari, and sometimes she is a very humble wife, Sadashiva Pativrata. Whereas here in this sloka, the third aspect is given, where he says both are equal. How they are equal, he has given the explanation in multiple levels. With this brief introduction, let us now go to the sloka. Sareeram twam sambho sasi-mihira-vakshoruha-yugam. This entire universe has developed from Devi. Sri Chakra, from the Bindu, Devi is there, and into Navavaranas, the Sri Chakra has developed. That is the blueprint of the entire universe. And this entire universe is nothing but the body of Sri Devi. That's why we also hear that Triloki Mapyashu, all three lokas, her body is spread. And in this cosmic body, she has a bosom, one bosom as sun, and the other bosom as a moon. Sasi-mihira-vakshoruha-yugam. So the first postulate which Jagadguru says is that Shiva is the Atma and Devi is the body. This, let us go to the second postulate. Tavaatmaanam manye bhagavati navaatmaana-managham. Second postulate, he says, Tavaatmaanam, you are the Atma, and Bhagavati navaatmaana-managham. And Navatma is the name of Shiva, which tantric people frequently refer to. Navatma means Shiva. So in this second postulate, he says that Devi, you are the Atma, or the soul, and the body is Shiva. In Rudra Namaka Prashna also, we hear Brahmanda vyaapta deha bhasita himarucha bhasamana bhujangai. So Brahmanda vyaapta deha, this entire cosmos is nothing but the body of Shiva. Then who is the Atma? Atma is the Devi. So this is a peculiar proposition in the two postulates. Then he goes to the third postulate. Atah sesheetyaya-mubhaya-saadhaaranatayaa. In the third postulate, he says, Atah seshah seshi. In this sesha seshi, seshi is important aspect, and sesha is the remaining unimportant part. So you have a mutual relationship of sesha and seshi. That third postulate is explained in the end of the sloka. So just remember that they have a sesha-seshi relationship. That is, contextually, sometimes Shiva is dominant and Devi is subjugated, and in some contexts, Devi is expanded and Shiva is subjugated. So that kind of a mutual relationship. When Shiva is dominant, Devi is dormant. When Devi is dominant, Shiva is dormant. Thus you have a mutual sesha-seshi relationship. And then the fourth postulate is that ubhaya-saadhaaranatayaa, both of you have a lot of common points. What are these common points? We say this system proposed by Adi Shankara is called samayachara. Sama is equal. What is the equality? They speak about the equality at 5 levels. And in this equal concept, Devi is called as Samaya, Shiva is called as Samaya, and Devi is called as Samaya. So they have equal in action, Anushtana Samya. Anushtana Samya means they perform same the Srishti, then sustenance, and the this one dissolution together. So both of them can do all the three. So thus it is called as Anusthana Samya. Then they have equality in position, Adhisthana Samya. They are the ultimate reality. Then they are equal in station, Avasthana Samya. Then they are equal in name, because one is called Samaya and another is called Samaya. And they have equality in form, that is Rupa Samya. Rupa Samya means Devi has 3 eyes, Shiva has 3 eyes. Devi has the half moon in her this one, Shiva also has. Thus, in physically also, functionally also, they are equal. That is what Jagadguru means, sesheetyaya-mubhaya-saadhaaranatayaa. Then he goes to give the last postulate, Sthitah sambandho vaam samarasa-paraananda-parayoh. So he says, you are Para and Shiva is Parananda. Para is Bhairavi. Parananda means Ananda Bhairava. So these two together give birth to this entire this one Srishti. So that's why they are called Para and Parananda. And what is this Sesha Seshi in view of Para and Parananda? When the world is born, the process of creation, the Devi is very dominant and she creates it. Otherwise, Shiva sits in his dhyana and is not drawn. He is all by himself, to all himself. He is not bothered about the world. But when Devi tickles his mind, that is when Shiva sesheetyaya-yukto yadi bhavati shaktah prabhavitum. That is when the creation starts. And when it comes, then Shiva is dormant. When during creation, so Devi is Seshi and Shiva is Sesha. When it comes to the other end of the creation, that is the dissolution, Praya is the job of Shiva. When the Shiva component of this Paramatma becomes the dominant Seshi, and the Devi at that time becomes the Sesha, that is the dormant form. So thus their mutuality is in the context sensitive. So during creation, Devi is dominant, Shiva is dormant. During dissolution, Devi is dormant and Shiva is the dominant. With a small worldly example, we can understand this concept better. You imagine the game of cricket. So there are two people who play. One is they are at the crease. One is at the striking end, and the other one is at the runner-up. So the striking end one only takes the ball and hits it, whereas the second one remains passive and runs for the striker. The same thing happens once a run is scored, they change the position, and the one who is runner becomes the striker. It comes to the striking end, and the striking end player goes to the runner's end. Thus, their relationship is mutual and complementary. And in this sloka, Jagadguru Sri Shankaracharya Bhagavatpada says that both Devi and Shiva share a similar Sesha Seshi, mutually complementary dominance and dormance in the creation and dissolution of this world. Thus, in this Soundarya Lahari, by portraying the relation between Devi and Shiva in various equations, he gives the Grihastha plenty of direction in which, the relation is not always who is great or who is not great. It is about context sensitivity. In some contexts, the husband is dominant. In some contexts, the wife is dominant. When the husband is dominant, the wife is dormant, and when the wife is dominant, husband is dormant. So there is nothing like ultimate, who is ultimate or who is not ultimate, because they are like two wheels of a vehicle. Unless the two wheels are there, the vehicle cannot run. So thus they are equal, and their relationship is mutual, and it very much depends upon the context. When somebody may become dominant or dormant, but in essence, in principle, they are same, samaya and samaya. So that is the beauty of this shloka.